the way I see it, you don't really own something until you take a sawzall and a welder to it. So we're gonna cut some shit off of the Porsche today and weld some new shit on it. We got the Flowmaster 60 series. So 60 series is a pretty quiet muffler from Flowmaster. It's the same dimensions as a 40 series, but has an extra chamber. I have this exact same muffler, except for the offset outlet on my Toyota rock crawler. My Toyota has a 2.4 liter single overhead cam. The Porsche 944 has a 2.5 liter single overhead cam. So I have a good idea of what I'm doing here. My car, the middle pipe, you guys might know what is in the middle pipe. The middle pipe is falling off of my vehicle at some point. You can see up there, there's some stuff missing that may or may not be important, but there's a resonator there where there used to be something else. The muffler sounds kind of tired these days. So the factory tip is 3.5 across and like 2.5 up and down is an oval tip. So I'm taking that 3.5 inch oval and I'm replacing it with a 3.5 inch round. I don't really like chrome, but I felt like black tip will be kind of weird looking on this car, even though I have everything else blacked out on it. So we're going to 3.5 inch round double wall tip. It looks kind of huge holding it in my hand, but it's the same diameter as the factory one. So it's not going to look huge once I get it on there. I don't know, you'll see. I think it's going to look good and sound good, and we'll let you know how it goes. All right, so we have the factory tailpipe section out. The hanger's disconnected, the 3-bolt flange is disconnected. Went ahead and cut the muffler off the pipe. Now what I want to do is cut this hanger off of this pipe so I can reutilize the hanger in the factory hanger spot right here. So that's what I will be doing in this next step. All right, so I've got a bit of a mess going on right here, but I've got the muffler mocked up where I want it. I pulled the pipe out and I cut the old muffler off and I put the new muffler in where I want it. I've got it sitting level. I've got the pipe sitting exactly where I want it. I've got the hanger sitting where I want it. The muffler's level. I don't know if you can tell, sitting level. And I'm going to tack it up. I'm using my ESOB Rebel. It's set to 16 gauge. We're gonna tack it, and then we're gonna pull that whole assembly out and weld it. Okay, we're under the car. We've got the inlet tacked. We've got the outlet tacked where we want it. Now we're gonna pull the whole exhaust pipe out and weld it up. As you can see here, I've got the tailpipe section out of the car. I've got it all wire wheeled. There's my tack weld, and there's my tailpipe hanger. I kept about 3 inches of pipe, and that was for locating the tailpipe and the muffler and bolting them level on the factory tailpipe hanger. I'm gonna wire wheel that, get it all painted down. I've got it wire wheeled so I can get a good weld. Okay, so we've got the tip tacked on now. See, I've got cardboard spacers that I've made, and I've got the exhaust, well, I had the exhaust system jacked up, and I know that it will probably hang down a little bit. So I've got it up tight as I can. I've got these spacers made with cardboard because I'm super scientific and shit. And now I'm gonna pull the exhaust out and weld the tip on. It's gonna be a little sloppy because there's a big gap, because I had to buy a 2.25 inch exhaust, and the factory exhaust is 2.187 inches in this, so pretty good gap all the way around, but we're gonna get it welded up. All right, we got the whole thing welded up, and we hit every joint with VHT, so it's got some black paint on it. The tip's welded on despite all those gaps, so there's nice whole bunch of welds up in there. If you came here to learn how to weld, you're on the wrong channel. All right, let's get this thing put under the car. All right, so here's what the exhaust looks like underneath the car. And I will set it up so I can do a first start.